Hey everybody, it is day 2 of the 25 days of adventure. Um, so if you saw the first episode yesterday, we opened the Fragile crate. And so we're going to get right to it, and then we're going to talk about a cookie recipe that's near and dear to my heart. So this is the advent calendar. We're going to pop this open. I recorded this before I told everybody about the tell me which one to pick. So anyway, we're just gonna randomly choose another thing today. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do this one right here. It's another tall one. I'm hoping that maybe it's the now you can see why this was much more of a struggle when let's see if I can grab this. This is much more of a struggle than what you guys saw because I had already accidentally opened it because of misrecording something. So, all right, so we'll open this up. Oh, it's the pull. I was like, what? Oh, it came out. It comes in pieces. All right. So what we got is the pole that Schwartz sticks his tongue to. So I'm assuming there's going to be another piece to this, but you can see the little hole there where I'm sure his tongue's going to go. So we'll put that figure on there. That's freaking great. It's the flagpole here. You can see, I don't know if you guys can see the detail on it, but right up here is where the rope is for the flag. There's not anything to stick in the top, so I'm assuming this is the only two pieces. It does come apart. But yeah. So that's what we got. So we're not Schwartz. Flick. So I'm assuming that there's a figure that goes with him somewhere in here. That's a great memorable scene. And so a little nerdy fact for you guys, because I've watched the making of the movie and everything else, is that the way that they created that scene was that they drilled a hole in the pipe that they were using, the pole that they were using, and then used a vacuum to suction his tongue so that when he pulled back from the pole that his tongue would stick and it would look like that. So I'm sure that was very uncomfortable for that little man at the time. But super cool how they created that to make it look like it was actually frozen to the post. And if you remember later when he comes back in, when the teacher tries to get him to tell who did it, he's got the big cotton bandage around his tongue and everything else. So super humorous part of the movie. So we've got two pieces now. We've got the Fragile crate and we've got the flagpole. So that's day 2. Make sure you're keeping track if you want to win the cookies. So remember, and I'm only going to tell you, last time will be day 3, and after that, you had to have been here to know. Make sure you keep track. So day 1, Fragile crate. Day 2, you can just put fragile. I just pronounce it like the movie. Day 2 is going to be the flagpole. Keep a list of those, and then when we get to the last day, send me the list of how we opened it, what I got each day, and I'll put those names on a wheel to see who's going to win the canister of Christmas cookies. So, all right. Promised you guys every other day you're going to do a Christmas cookie recipe. So this one is something that we've been making since I was a kid. And so I'm going to show you this. So it's in our Christmas cookie book. I don't know if I can find that page super quickly here. Yeah. All right. So this is the Snickerdoodle page here, and you can see that there's junk all over this. It's because this comes from a specific cookbook that we've used, like I said, for many, many, many years. And that happens to be my mom's version of it. But I have my own set. And why this is so important is this, we had a friend in Indiana, Cindy Poinkinen, and her sons were my age, my brother's age, that we used to play with them and stuff. And her friends are the ones who put this cookbook together. And so it was only 3 when this was given to my grandmother. But I have my grandma's set. And this blue one, as you saw the blue page that was in the cookie cookbook, is because it comes out of this version. This is the sweets version. This is my other one that I use all the time. I want to say there's 4. Maybe I'm missing one. I have oh no, I see the 4th one. Okay, so there are 4 of them. So this is the green one that has savory stuff in it, and I'll show you. So there's a casserole in here that we did not make this year for Thanksgiving, and I'm kind of bummed me out, but at the same time, so it's right here. This is the broccoli casserole one. Oh, it's not that. It's not that one. Vegetable casserole. Sorry, vegetable casserole. Right here. So it's broccoli and baby lima beans, which sounds disgusting. Mushroom soup, sour cream, onion soup. I don't know if it's gonna, but this is like one of my favorite dishes that when this is cooking, it just to me smells like Thanksgiving. So that came out of the green book. But the cool thing about this and why it's so special is because these are my grandma's, and she had pages marked, and I've left the pages in there. So this was where she got her pecan pie recipe out of there. She had another one marked back here, and I'm not sure exactly which one, but I'm assuming it's the banana nut bread. It's banana nut bread, blueberry coffee cake, blueberry muffins, and bran muffins. I'm not sure. She didn't write down on this one which one she was marking. But on page 73 is the snickerdoodle recipe. And I will type this out in the description below so that you have it. I love snickerdoodles. Snickerdoodles are like that basic kind of sugar cookie with a little bit of a kick. So it's a dough. It's a very soft dough, and then basically the littles and I, we sit there and we roll them into little tiny balls, and then you roll them in cinnamon and sugar and bake them, and then they kind of crackle. These are a little bit crispier than soft, I would say. If you make them bigger, it says it makes 5 dozen. If you make them a little bit bigger, they will be a little bit softer. I would say underbake them just slightly if you want that softer texture. If you put them in for the full time, then unfortunately they're gonna be like a crispy, harder cookie, almost like a store-bought cookie. But the flavor is amazing. So I love these. This is one of my favorite cookies, and it's something that reminds me of my mom ever since I was a kid. So I will put those in the description below. The link to the Patreon. It's going on the Patreon channel. Everything from the cookies will be in the cookbook that is coming out here in a couple of weeks. So I'm still putting all that stuff together. It's time consuming to try to get all of the different people when we did cooking things in there. But Caitlin's in there, OCD's in there. So there's all kinds of memories in there from this first year of Geek Meets Eats that are in that cookbook. And all the stuff from Ma and Pa, when they've been on, those recipes are in there as well, as along with the links to where I got those originally. I'm not claiming them to be mine. So they will be in there as well. So this is day number 2. Hopefully by the time I launch this, there will be a link to Stop and JLH's 25 Days of Christmas as well. Please go check them out. Day number 2. Day number 1 was awesome. So I love that Stop and JLH puts the old school Christmas commercials in there. And the one that makes me think of Christmas, because no matter where you're at, you know what commercial it is as soon as you hear it, is the Hershey's Kiss Christmas tree when it's bells. And it plays We Wish You Merry Christmas every single time I hear that. I know it's Christmas time. I know it's Hershey's Kisses. I know what that screen looks like. And then they did the Folgers one from a very long time ago where the brother comes home, and they tried to remake that. And I just saw somebody say it. I didn't realize how creepy that was. They tried to, I don't know if it was Folgers or another brand of coffee, but they tried to kind of update it. But the original one is cute. And they do a bunch of other really cool things. And shouts out to Allie. She helped me with something for the swap, and if you pay attention, you might actually see what that is. I'm not going to tell you yet because I'm going to wait for my swap person's video to drop, and hopefully we're going to be dropping those soon. So stick around; it's going to get fun. Anyway, guys, this is day number 2. Day number 3 will be up next. I don't know. Hopefully we'll get something that we can open or something, because I'm going to do the recipes every other day. for you guys. And yeah, happy Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, Christmas, whatever you guys are celebrating. I hope it's with family, and we will see you tomorrow for day number 3. Bye, guys.